Hello and welcome to A Cut of Royalty. But now you've taken a Hello and welcome to A Cut of Royalty. I'm your host Davida, the Clipper Cut Queen. And what we're going to do today is I'm going to demonstrate a Dark Ceasar with a double color application. And what I mean by a double color application is I'm going to use a temporary spray color, and I'm also going to use a temporary brush in color. And we're going to make this model perfect when he's done. Alright? Alright, now starting with this Dark Ceasar, what we're going to do is lay his waves. We call it laying the waves down. Clearly you can see he has wavy hair. This is my model Ramone, by the way. And Ramone has very wavy hair. And the best way to work with wavy hair is to go with the grain. So we're going to cut his hair. Got a adjustable, and I'm going to open it up halfway. Well, actually I'm going to open up the adjustable all the way, and I have a #1 guard on there. And we're going to start pressing, laying it down on his head, and we're going to go with the direction of his waves. We're going to go with the direction that his waves grow. And that's going to allow us to get an even stroke. And this is what you would call a 90-degree angle, because it's laying flat. Now you see how my hand is curving as I get to this side. I'm going to turn him around a little bit so you can see. My hand is curving because his waves are curving. So I'm going in exact direction with the way his waves are going. Because if his waves are going this way and I'm cutting this way, it's going to make gashes. It's going to be uneven. So you have to lay and cut it the way that the hair is going. And everyone's hair is unique. So there's no robot method for this. You have to go with the direction of the hair of the person that you're cutting. There's no cookie cutter method. Everything has to be contoured to each individual. I'm going to work this around the whole head. Up here in the top, this is where it gets real tricky a lot. In the top area where that hair starts going in different directions. It's called multi-directional growth. His isn't really bad. He doesn't have like a really hard swirl or colic. It's just that his waves grow in a circle, in a circular motion. So we're going to work with that circular motion. Still going with the direction that it's growing in. And you see how those waves are laying? That's why we call it laying down them waves. Alright. Then I'm going to brush that annoying hair off his face. And neck. Right here and right here is not as dense as the center. So we're going to take out that little bulk in the center by doing a little clipper over comb action, where I'm going to close my lever, and I'm going to take my small side, because I have the barbering comb, the teeth are small, and go into a shorter direction, and then as the teeth get larger, it gets wider. Okay, so I'm going to go right in the middle somewhere in the short teeth. And lift that up. You see how you bring that in? Lift that up and blend that in, and it blends. It blends in so that the whole front can be even. A lot of times some barbers make the mistake of just trying to cut all the hair back to make it appear even, but now you taking a hairline out of context, and that's not good. We're going to make that same motion throughout the whole front area of his hairline, so it can all be even. Now, just to open halfway, I'm just going to ride down at a 45-degree angle with the waves in that little frontal area, and now voila, everything is blended in the front. Now for his neck taper, I'm going to do what I call fading down. Fading down means I start with more hair and end up with less hair. The reason I like the fade down process is that for me, it makes my blending easier, for lack of a better word. It just makes the blending easier. So we're going to start with the open adjustable going against the grain. See, when we were laying the waves down, we were going with the grain. Now we're going against the grain, and I'm going to go up here and I'm going to take it up, and you can see a fine line starting in this area right in here. As I'm going up, I'm leaving a very small line. It's a line there, but it's not very heavy, and that's what I like. How that blend is coming together, because it's getting thinner, but yet it's not drastic. I'm going to take my guard off. Place that there. And I'm going to open my adjustable without the guard. I'm going to open it all the way and go up. Now you can see a line. You can see that line that line is a little more distinct. And I'm letting you know that I'm going against the grain at a 90-degree angle. Now, without even touching the guard, without even touching the blade, with it still the same way that it was, open, no guard, I'm going to do the same thing at a 45-degree angle. And that's going to remove that slight line. Bend your head down a little bit, baby. That's going to remove that slight line that was there. This is all part of the blending process. Now I'm going to put my guard back on. Dust that little bit of hair off there. Put my guard back on, and I'm going to flip my comb to the wide tooth side, and I'm going to go against the grain at that little that little line that we had when we first started with the open adjustable. And I'm just going to blend that line out with this little process here. I just flipped my comb around. I was blending, then I flipped my comb around so I can comb down the fine tooth and get all those fine hairs out. That's why these barber combs are made so fine, because the hair, you're working with mainly really short hair for tapering and things like that. So, you know, they make the teeth so fine so that you can really remove those little fine hairs out so you can get a honest cut.
I am royalty. Are you? Have you been looking for a cut of royalty? Come by and visit one of the hottest styles from the South Side. Davida, the Clipper Cut Queen. The Queen specializes in men's grooming, precision coloring, freestyle designs, royal black shape-up details, and hair cutting for the whole entire family. Available at the Hip Hop Barbershop located at 6592 Terra Boulevard in Jonesboro, Georgia. To book an appointment, contact the Clipper Cut Queen at 267-230-5736.
Royal Black, fill in those thinning areas. Great for light touch-up on grays. Royal Black is safe for kids and great for photo shoots. Get that sharp, natural look. Royal Black, give your style that royal edge. I am royal. Are you? Okay. Now for his goatee. For his goatee, we're just gonna open up the adjustable clipper. Now you notice I've done all this so far with this one clipper, my adjustable. Now opened it up all the way, and I'm going to go with the grain at a 45-degree angle, because I don't want to cut it real close, because he still wants it to be dark, but he doesn't want it to be bushy. Do the same thing on the other side. Now that we got his hair at the length that we wanted, we got his goatee at the length that we wanted. And I like to start my shape ups with I like to start with the corners, and I go around the back and do both sides, and then I do my hairline first. That's just what I like to do. We just want to cut right. I have my trimmer, and he likes the points, so I've got it laid down, and go around the ear. You see how I'm holding his ear, and I'm taking the corner of the clippers and I'm lightly going around his ear. I'm starting right where the hair ends, and I'm lightly going around. Sometimes people go up too high, but if you move the ear out the way and then you lightly go around the ear, then you have less chances of taking that hairline up too high around the ear, because it shouldn't be on the ear, and the hairline should not be way above. As you notice, I pull the skin a lot. The reason I pull the skin is so that I can get an honest and even cut without cutting the hair back. See, when I pull the skin, it exposes excess hair. So when I pull the skin and cut that excess hair, I'm not digging into the hairline. I'm just cleaning out that excess hair around that curve. Then I'm going to do the exact same thing on the other side. And now we're starting with that front hairline, which is like the most important part of the cut. If your haircut is perfect and that hairline is off, your cut is off. The hairline is like the icing on the cake. So what we're going to do is like I've been doing, I'm going to comb it forward into the hairline. And I'm going to stretch his skin so that, once again, both of these things, both the combing and the stretching, is exposing extra hair that needs to get cut off without me having to go back and cut into his hairline unnecessarily. All right? Now, I like to start in the center because the center gives me the direction to go around to hit from the center to the corner, and that will give me a nice even gauge. And now we're going to shape his goatee. He is pretty much at the thickness that he wants. He doesn't like it too thin, too thick. We've laid it down to the level that we want it. Now we're just going to shape it. Once again with your trimmer and pulling that hair. It's like I'm going back and forth, pushing in and pulling out. You have to do this with a light touch, you know, because you don't want to be too abrasive on your customer. Want to go under. You see? Going to take that line, still pulling the hair, going in, pulling out, going in, pulling out. Just work various different angles, you know. Pull in, push out, go into the hair, and it makes it simple or easier for you depending on the grade or texture of hair. He has very thick hair or coarse hair, but he has very fair skin. So we have to accommodate both things while we're cutting the hair. We have to accommodate the coarse hair, but we also have to accommodate his fair skin while we're cutting on his face. Because being a model and an actor, his face must be in place at all times. That's right. Ramon is a model and an actor. Trimming the stubble down, and then I'm going to clean it up all the way with my shaver, my electric shaver. Make it nice and smooth. I take my electric shaver and start and move upward, still pulling the skin, exposing that extra hair. I have to shave in multi-directions. I have to take my shaver in multi-directions because his hair grows in multi-directions. So you're going to see me move this way and that way, up and down. And that's what we have to do to clean the hair off the face.
I am royalty. Are you? Have you been looking for a cut of royalty? Come by and visit one of the hottest stylists from the South Side. Davida, the clipper cut queen. The queen specializes in men's grooming, precision coloring, freestyle designs, royal black shape-up details, and hair cutting for the whole entire family. Available at the Hip Hop Barbershop located at 6592 Terra Boulevard in Jonesboro, Georgia. To book an appointment, contact the Clipper Cut Queen at 267-230-5736.
Royal Black, fill in those thinning areas. Great for light touch-up on grays. Royal Black is safe for kids and great for photo shoots. Get that sharp, natural look. Royal Black. Give your style that royal edge. I am royal. Are you? All right. Now for the color application. I'm going to start with the Royal Black Chromatone spray. should I say, you place the cards along the shape of the hairline. And then you hold the can back about 7 to 10 inches. And short, even sprays. Spray directly into the card. Lay that right across the front. Spray directly into the card. And you notice how it doesn't look heavy. It looks fairly natural, but enhanced. It only enhances the natural style. Now I'm going to take a little spritz. I'm going to lightly saturate the entire head. I'm going to take me a Q-tip. Cotton swab. So I'm going to distribute a little bit of astringent on both sides and just clean up any spray, any excess spray that may have gotten on the skin. Clean it up with the cotton swab. Now the great thing about this Royal Black Chromatone spray is once it's applied to clean, dry hair, it does not wipe off, sweat off, or run off. It bonds with the fibers of the hair, and it lasts. Now I like to lock mine in with a little blow dry. See? Does not wipe off. Now we're going to use the brush-in application for his goatee. Now I'm using a small applicator brush, and I'm going to lightly, because we don't want it too dark, we want it to blend in. And this is what you call precision coloring. Take my dryer, put it on the low setting, and hit my cool shot button so I don't burn his lips. Hold that skin. Now stretch it out for me. Now this is when you get your clients to interact with you. I had to tell them, stretch it out for me. That makes that smooth, so when I'm gliding this new razor across it, it won't snag and cut them. You know, a razor is already sharp, so you don't have to dig. Just lightly graze. Now we're going to get that hairline. Clean all that extra stubble off. Make that haircut nice and sharp. The razor just adds a finishing touch. It's not necessary for every client, because you know some clients have that type of skin that doesn't really work well with the razor. And usually, you know, the trimmers or the shaver, you know, the electric devices can get the job done just as good. Take a little astringent. Now, this is my moisturizing astringent. I always use this after a shave. Always use a little moisture. You always have to infuse moisture on the skin after you shave. Whether it's an electric shave, a razor shave, any shave, you must use moisture, because that is what's going to prohibit, or at least keep you from getting so many razor bumps. When the skin is dry and the hair is curly and trying to fight out that skin, it just curls up under it. So when you have moisture on the skin, it makes the skin soft enough so that the hair can come out while it's growing. then that keeps you from getting the razor bumps or getting them ingrown hairs.
I am royalty. Are you? Have you been looking for a cut of royalty? Come by and visit one of the hottest styles from the South Side. Davida, the clipper cut queen. The queen specializes in men's grooming, precision coloring, freestyle designs, royal black shape-up details, and haircutting for the whole entire family. Available at the Hip Hop Barbershop located at 6592 Terra Boulevard in Jonesboro, Georgia. To book an appointment, contact the Clipper Cut Queen at 267-230-5736.
Royal Black, fill in those thinning areas. Great for light touch-up on grays. Royal Black is safe for kids and great for photo shoots. Get that sharp, natural look. Royal Black. Give your style that royal edge. I am royal. Are you? We have completed our cut. You always must put astringent around the hairline. What the astringent does is fight bacteria. The skin is vulnerable because of the cutting. So you put the astringent on the skin while it's vulnerable so bacteria don't seep in and cause bumps as well. Different things can give you bumps. Ingrown hairs, bacteria. Put a little shine on that thing. And we have a finished product. Now that is a Dark Ceasar with deep waves. A clean cut is the best cut. That's why you should shampoo every client before each and every haircut. Why? Here's why. Shampooing the client's hair removes any dirt, debris, oil, sweat, anything, any other particles that don't belong in the hair, which makes cutting the hair easier, cleaner, creating good blood flow to the scalp and the roots of the hair, which is promoting healthy hair. Follow up with conditioner and voila. You have a clean, crisp, healthy head of hair that is ready for you to create your masterpiece. I'm the Clipper Cut Queen, and this has been your royal tip of the day.